Welcome to the Mellow Fellow Crypto channel. I'm the Mellow Fellow, back to share my adventures in crypto with you. Be aware this is not financial advice, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. Also, it's cold in these crypto streets, so always do your own research. Invest no more than what you are willing to lose. Protect your things and make sure you are taking some profits along the way. I'm doing another update in my LIBERA Angels NFT journey. If you're not familiar with the project, I have a non-referral link in the description area below. If you are investigating, just be aware of two things. One, despite what the website says about approximately 1.5% in daily income, that changed a couple of months ago in their social, like Discord and Telegram groups, to approximately 1%. Not sure why they're not updating it on their website. Also, this project has 3 phases. It's in phase 2 right now, and that impacts the mint price of the NFTs. That's important because what I am about to show you as far as my results are concerned came from phase 1 of the mint cycle. So I minted NFTs for approximately 300 LIBERA BUSD. So just keep that in mind. So let's get into where I am. Total NFTs that I have, there's 16 in total. I have claimed 3,039.713 in LIBERA BUSD LP so far. That equates to 2,604.57 in BUSD. Now I do have 24.898 in LIBERA BUSD, or approximately $21 in BUSD that I haven't claimed yet. I'll be claiming that after this video. So this total claim will increase by that amount once I do the claim process. Also, I have invested approximately 3,800 in BUSD into this project to get to my 16 NFTs. The majority of that was by purchasing through LIBERA Financial. I did get one off-market NFT, and I have a couple of NFTs, or maybe 3, that I purchased using my reward. So that's how I got to 3,800. I don't know if I was clear on that in previous videos, but just so that you know, because I know the math doesn't add up. If you do 300 LIBERA BUSD times 16, that does not equate to 3,800. I think it's like 4,800 instead, or something to that effect. But I did want to just clarify that if you are tracking the numbers that way, because I don't want to deceive anyone. All right, so let's get into my experience. So trending, the trending is continuing to go down. As I mentioned before, I don't anticipate this to trend upwards anytime soon. And I am tracking, although I'm tracking all of my NFTs, this tracking that I'm showing you is based on the first NFT that I've purchased to make it easier to discuss in these videos. So my total reward from that NFT has been 223.697 in LIBERA BUSD, or approximately 75% of my initial investment. So I am getting really close to being made whole on my initial investment just by holding the NFTs. And I've had these NFTs for about 102 days now, a little over 100 days. So I'm not satisfied necessarily with the reward percentage allocation. As I mentioned in the opening, the website has 1.5%. The Telegram and Discord says 1%, and I'm getting half of that. So, and I think that's going to, the trend is showing that that's going to continue to go down. So I have looked into some opportunities to accelerate my earnings. And one thing that I did I had collected my earnings from late April into mid-May with the intent of getting, during that time I was DCAing into Seifu to prepare to go into Seifu Go, which was supposed to launch late May. And due to some challenges, the launch was kicked out, and there was a restart on this past weekend. I had some challenges buying at the initial start of this past weekend, but I did get into Let's Go eventually. And you can see here, I made some purchases. These are just some snippets of another tracker that I have. It's not the full detail, but I did buy a total of 4 Esgo, and my average price to do that was about $180. And the 4 Esgo total purchase price was about $744. Now, I did sell some Esgo to get my initial return. That's what I like to do. I like to get into a situation where I can get my initial out as soon as I can. And I was able to do that on the 6th. So I recovered $755. So, I got like a $10 put in my pocket profit from that exercise. And I'm still sitting on 2 Esgo. So all in all, I got my initial investment back of my 745, and what I had in net BUSD was 904. So I took some losses. I'll be upfront. I took some losses on the Seifu side as Seifu started to decline. So I had like a $150 delta there to pick up. But despite that, I do have Seifu Go right now is $411. So if and that is, my Seifu Go that I have, I've got 2, as I mentioned before, that's $822. I subtract let's say roughly $200 on the Seifu loss. That puts me at about $600 in profit if I were to sell my Esgo today. So I would have essentially accelerated my earnings to get to almost get to that 3,800 in LIBERA BUSD. So I'm almost whole. So if I were to sell my Esgo today, I would be close to being whole. So the acceleration process, in other words, was successful for me. So I'm quite pleased at that. Now, I did have a question last week, and I answered it. Now I'm going to address it again. Would I recommend the LIBERA Angels NFT project to anyone? No, not necessarily. If you are wanting to play around with a passive NFT project, and you are part of the Libera ecosystem, and you want to try to support that system, then I would say yes, the LIBERA Angels NFT is something you might want to look into, because the rewards claiming is much less expensive than it is from their miner project. But I would encourage, if you are going to look at it, maybe you look at buying an NFT off the marketplace. So as you can see here, well, the prices are a little higher now. So you can check out, the marketplace. This is Tofu NFT. Occasionally you'll see a discounted rate for these NFTs. Like here, one sold for 0.65 BNB. So I would just say keep that as part of your research process if you're looking at this project. But for straight out of the gate, if you're buying it from LIBERA, I probably wouldn't recommend it. You'd be better off buying Bitcoin. Now, what are my thoughts on Esgo? Esgo, for me, being familiar with the Seifu protocol and how it worked and the nuances around that, and there tends to be a lot of things that communication that could drive the charts up or down. And if you kind of understand that process and how to take advantage of it, you may do okay. Again, not financial advice, but this is not a project that I would recommend. Like, I haven't personally recommended it to any of my family and friends who aren't crypto savvy, because I feel like it takes, at least in my experience, it takes a little bit of legwork and a lot of attention to take advantage. And if that's not your forte, then you may want to sit on the sidelines for this one. But again, you have to do your own research and what works for you. This is just my opinion from, my experience. Now, I did get a gain out of this so far. It's on paper, haven't sold to get the gain, but if I were to sell today, I'd gain, so I'd be okay. And I have tools that I have in place, like right here, I should have sold when it was 420, but I missed that, but it's okay. It may go back up to 420, but that is my target, to get out of the position and maximize my earnings. So if you don't have, again, like I said, the time and the tools to really stay on top of things like that, then you may want to look for some other opportunities out there. Nothing negative to say about ESCO, nothing negative to say about the project team. It's just, my honest opinion on the subject and how I'm navigating. So again, I hope you find this helpful. I hope, if you are finding some value in the content I'm presenting, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I hope you guys take care of yourselves out there. And until next time, Mellow Fella is out.